hammer. The elements will destroy you.
Alright, Shaman Mirror again. Tempted to keep the Manatide Totem, but I think that's too greedy. I can never count on myself. Keeping the Manatide Totem is proudly claiming to the opponent I'm going to win the early game.
Greetings, friend. Greetings, friend.
Which is, too brave. Astrovala asks, what is the reason you don't use Stormwind Champion over the Ogre? Basically costs too much. Actually, I've noticed the trend that my mana curve continually seems to be too high. As is, already. Wow, I actually can get away with this, I think. It's extra protected due to the Stoneclaw Totem already. He'll have to use a Lightning Bolt in particular. Who knows, Manatide Totem might just win the game early. It happens. Lightning Bolts, okay. Alright, so he overloaded for 3 on the next turn, which means he's got 1. I could do Feral Spirit, and then my Feral Spirits will beat his Feral Spirits because I can Flame Tongue Totem the next turn. That's pretty nice. Oh wait, it doesn't work that way. It might work that way. We'll see.
I wonder.
Looks like instead he gets the, his guys are wounded wolves, and my wolves are dead. I'll take that. On reflection, it may have been better to play the Yeti on that previous turn. Oh my gosh. That's brutal. Yeah, I think the, well, the fact that he had a 1 mana spell to deal with one of the wolves was unfortunate for me. But still, perhaps Yeti would have been safer. Now it's spiraling out of control. Ah, convenient. Now it's slightly back in control. It may be worth it to Earthshock this with the Azure Drake, just to ensure my Fire Elemental gets in. And then I get a Totem. Or Acidic Swamp Ooze. But Totem's better, since the Shaman can't have weapons. Oh, that changes things too. Okay. Pretty strong. I'll definitely Earthshock that. Ooze is a good play also. So 2/8. Guess I don't need to Earthshock. No, probably better too. Hard to find a better target than that. Three damage. Minor bonus. 2, 5, 8, 9. And then it's a 50-50 plus a 25 We'll see. How exciting. Missed mine. Wow, this has been a pretty tough battle. I think I'll use a Flame Tongue here, since I can also play Ogre. Both basically on top deck wars now. Gadgetsian. Fine. Trades with the elemental. Also likely survives because the elemental wants to trade with the ogre. This game is now in the hand of RNGesus. But it's been a good one. Oh, jeez. Speaking of RNGesus, 50-50 of it doing something devastating. Oh, but he got that totem. Oh boy, we're gonna have to play more Rag Roulette. Alright. What can you do? I believe he's out of lightning storms. I also believe I haven't used any hexes yet. Though I'm not entirely sure if that's true. Oh man, one guy removed from Ragnarus. The face again. I mean, that's really good for me. Praise RNGesus. Here we go.
Into the breach.
Well played.
Oh. That's awesome. Wow. Double face rag. Did that cost me?
Victory or death for Doomhammer.
A warrior. The Leroy and Wind Fury is an interesting addition to the Shaman deck. It's not good, it's not bad, it's just different. It makes it have a different flavor. Let's see, someone asked me whether or not I think Lava Burst is good in Shaman deck. It's one of those, I don't think it's either good or bad either. It makes it a different flavor. It also depends on what you're removing for it. That's one of the lovely things about Shaman. There are core, like, maybe somewhere between 14 to 20 cards. And then you really do have quite a lot of flexibility in the remaining ones. Lava Burst, Ardent Squire, Ragnaros, Salakir, Argent Commander, Leroy, Wind Fury, Bloodlust. A lot of different flavors out there.
The light protects me.
Looks Looks like it's an aggro deck. Harvest Golem. Looks like it's not an aggro deck. We'll see. I should probably take out the 2/1 with it, so he cannot take it out with his 1/1. It's bad either way. Looks like it is an aggro deck. The Harvest Golem tends to be slower, but he'll do fine here. Really? Interesting play. Lets me do that for free. Well, quote-unquote free. And I don't want to use any of these spells on either of these guys. Arcanite Reaper gonna do work. Ah, that's good. I can try to avoid playing Fire Elemental. I don't have much to do this turn though. But if the Warrior Aggro deck isn't putting up pressure against me, that's a good thing also.
X marks the spot.
My blade be thirsty.
Alright, Fire Elemental on the 7/3 is easy, but right now it would be nice if he had to use one of the charges. This 0/2 totem is really good and I want to protect it. So I think I have to Hex something. Hex, Lightning, and Totem looks like the play. If I get... Nope. No, Drake Bolt Rockbiter would have been better. No, that's way too much damage. Cool, prevented 5 damage from Aggro Warrior.
Try this.
One mana short of that. Interesting, he kept the Battle Axe. That's weird. Unfortunately, the Fire Elemental plus one of these guys will do it.
I wonder.
I may want a Defender of Argus. Lightning Storm. Next turn I have 7. Sure. Alright.
My shield for Argus.
Good enough. Glenn asked Trump, with all the totems and other small minions that Shaman usually has on the field, isn't it good to use Stormwind Champion / Bloodlust? In close games, you usually will not have many guys on the field, and if you have many guys on the field, then you've probably won. That's my reasoning behind not using either. However, that's not to detract from people who do use those cards, because it is a valid strategy as well. I just choose to take a path slightly different. A lot of different flavors of Shaman you can have. General answer to cards I'm looking to include in the future would be, I'm considering Argent Commander and I'm also considering Argent Squire. I actually don't know yet, and I'm going to need to see, because I don't know for certain. He sure had a lot of weapons in his hand, which I suppose is unfortunate for him. I've seen a lot of weapons get overrided.
They'll never know what hit 'em.
Six, 7, 9. I want to get the 1/1 totem's fine. So I'll take a shot at all the totems. It's probably the worst one. Boy, I've really drugged this game out against this Aggro Warrior. Or rather, he just had a handful of weapon duplicates, which is unfortunate for him.
The light protects me.
Well played.
Woo.
Let the hunt begin for Doomhammer.
Hunter. That's okay. Hands on the weak side. Him skipping turn 1 is pretty good for me though. Almost a turn 2 skip. Might be a control hunter, or maybe he's got the unleash combo. Something. Really? I'll dodge the turn 4 buzzard dog. That's a really unusual play. I don't think the flame tongue totem is big enough to justify playing here. Interesting. I'll keep my field really small. I'm surprised the arcane shot that. So, interesting thing about the Shaman versus Hunter matchup is this constant fear of Unleash the Hounds, which you should have as any class. But it's especially bad with Shaman since you'll often need to not use your hero ability. I thought that would be misdirection, but I didn't have a elegant way to trigger that. I normally try to limit myself to 3 guys on the field, but he's been playing so strangely that I limited myself to just 1 for a while. This is probably the turn where he's going to show me the doggies. But at least it's 2 minions instead of 3. This is not good. And this is the problem with this matchup. I play around the doggies too much, and then I'll just die to random damage too quickly before killing him. On 7 mana, can he kill me? The Leroy, I think I have 1 more turn afterwards. The question though is, should I Feral Spirit and just screw the doggies this turn? Feral Spirit, Flame Tongue, Lightning Bolt. That's 12 damage.
There is little time.
2-5. Alright, I think I'm low enough. It's time to go for the glory. Since I can die to too many random things. The idea is even if he unleashes the hounds here, I threaten lethal next turn. Unleash the hounds usually sets up for a really good next turn. Plus the ferals block the hounds. One thing's for sure though, I suspect that this turn from him will be really gross. We'll see what happens. Right now I have 21 damage if he passes the turn to me. But that is of course not going to happen. Here we go. He's been holding that the whole time.
I moves quickly.
Oh my gosh, he ran out of time! I don't even feel bad.
That did. Elements guide me. Let the hunt begin for Doomhammer.
I got rid of 2 cards. What do I think of putting Earthen Ring Farseers in the deck? Yeah, that could be good. It makes it better against aggro. You replace like an Ogre or a Yeti with it. What do I think of running Fork Lightning? I think Fork Lightning is dead against too many matchups, such as Hunter. And it tickles the Druid, and it isn't great against Shamans since the totems suck up the Fork Lightning. And it costs a lot to do what it does. But I have at one point run Fork Lightning in my Shaman decks. And it's worth giving it a try.
Quickly.
Darn, that totem. I was hoping for Taunt or the 1/1. I can't Lightning Bolt this, otherwise I can't play Feral Spirit. This makes the Buzzard Unleash pretty awful for me on turn 4 for him, potentially. However, I guess I could skip the Feral Spirit since that Huffer is too powerful. Well, Feral Spirit... Oh, he got rid of the totem. That's not correct. The totem is a liability, not an asset. Although, since he killed it, he's probably not thinking about it being an asset, which means the chance he has Unleashed the Hounds in his hand have gone down drastically. Although he just cast Tracking, so the chances he has Unleash have just gone up a lot, since the Tracking tends to pick up the Unleash. Okay, you picked Animal Companion up. If he hadn't killed my totem earlier, I probably wouldn't have totemed. But he did. So I will. No, I would have totemed anyways. Maybe. It's hard to say. Sometimes. If I can clear his side. Or I can just Lightning Storm. My 2 minions aren't bad right now. They can be used to defend our Vargas. I can't defend our Vargas now. I could actually. It'd save me some damage. That actually might be best.
My shield for Argon.
Wow. Oh. Plus unleash. Scary. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this means I have 2 turns to win the game. At most. It's gonna be pretty hard to pull off, but we'll see. Three, 6, 8, 11, 14. I'm actually 1 short of lethal on the next turn. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Unleash the Hounds would have looked even more disgusting, but oh well.
You asked for it.
For Doomhammer.
The deck is this deck is naturally weak against hunters because of that totem and Unleash the Hounds interaction. So it happens. That's no need to be riled up over Unleash. It's a card that without which the hunters would be having quite the bad time. I'll coin one of these out, since I have a 1 play. Oh, actually. Yay. Welcome back to Valley Town after your slight vacation, freakers. I was thinking like that might get counterspelled. I wonder what happens here. Huh. So it didn't get triggered by casting a spell. And it didn't get triggered when attacking. So it can only be a mirror entity or ice block or spellbender. I think spellbender is most likely.
What to do? What to do?
Yeah, I can do Feral Spirit and then I can do Feral Spirit again.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Missiles here. What is he hoping to hit? I guess the Stoneclaw Totem. Oh, huh? Hmm. Huh? I should play these out before the Flame Strike mana is here. Wow, shields up. Oh crap! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh. A serious miscalculation just happened.
Elements guide me.
Well, he killed 2 Feral Spirits. Whatever, fine.
Elements guide me.
We have many secrets.
I think I need to save the fire elemental. Oh, well, thankfully I don't have to hit that thing. Although the lightning bolt could get countered. But I can test it with the Gnomish, since the Gnomish is the best card for the fire elemental to run into.
Pass me that arc-light spanner.
This could easily be counterspell, and then my lightning bolt will have a sad day. I guess I'll use this. This also plays around Spellbender. Great. I didn't want to play the Ooze in case of second Flame Strike. Set up for lethal next turn. Save the Flame Tongue Totem. 6, 12, 14, 15, 17, 19, 21 damage available. The Pyro. 6, 8, 9, 11. Doesn't save him still, but good read.